All right, guys. I'm gonna take y'all all the way back to 1987. My dad bought his. Well, he didn't buy it, but he was given a Toyota pickup truck, and I want to talk to you guys about three things that we did to earn some money back in '87. I mean, we first started our hustle. My mom and dad had a truck with a Toyota pickup truck, cream colored, uh, camper shell. Back then, there was no seatbelt laws, so kid you not, man, there's like 15 of my cousins and my friends. We all jumped in the back of my dad's truck, and he drove us to Belmont Park, Mission Beach. Back then, all the Cambodian folks called it Popeye Beach because they swore Popeye and olive oil died on that roller coaster over there at Belmont. But we believed it too when we were growing up, man. They told us that and we believe it, yeah. But yeah, we were going to the beach, man, and me and my cousins and my friends were in the back of the truck, and my dad always told us like we can't swim until we each collect a bag of cans. We are can collectors. You know, back then our crew was called double C's. CC Cambodian Can Collector. I like triple C's. That's Cambodian Can Collectors. That's who we was when we were growing up. Our cousins, we thought we were cool, man. So we went out there back in '87. Went to Belmont Park, and we were just collecting cans, running up and down the boardwalk, and all collecting cans, man. And I swear, I saw a big pile of cans, and I was like, yeah, I hit jackpot. So I ran in there and just started collecting all the cans. And what I didn't know back then, I was 7 years old, man. I was like, my feet was getting hot, but I didn't pay no mind because I was like, I'm gonna take all these cans. So I burnt my right foot. And I was screaming so loud. I was in a fire pit, but they put all the cans on top of the fire, like the logs that were burnt, and they throw some sand on top of it and the cans on top. But I didn't know that I was 7 years old, man. All I knew was I need to collect cans before I get to go swim. So I was crying, ruined the day for all my, you know, family. And I was sitting in the passenger seat with my mom, my right foot outside the window, and my siblings and everyone making fun of me. 7 years old, man, crying. Went straight home, took a shower, and the remedy, my mom just put toothpaste on the bottom of my foot. Toothpaste on everything. When you get burnt, you know, you got to be damn near close to dying before they even take you to go see a doctor, man. That's just the Asian culture, man. We use you got to be, everything is home remedy before you even get to go see the doctors, man. That's what we did. We were collecting cans for extra money, and then we were moving on up. You know, my dad and mom started bringing home chicken, livestock, and we had a semi line in my house. My dad was cutting the throats of the chicken and putting the blood in the bucket because Asian folks, man, we eat the blood, the chicken blood, and coagulated chicken blood's good, man. If you all haven't tried it with some lime and some salt. And after he cut the throat and the blood was gone, he handed it to my sisters, and my sister would dump the chicken inside hot water to get the feathers soft and ready to be plucked. Then they'll hand it to me and my brother, and we start plucking the chicken, man. I remember we did that for hours, days in and day out, man, just livestock. And then after me and my brother got done plucking the chicken, my mom would put it over the stove, the burning stove, and to burn all the little hairs that we didn't get off, so she can clean it a bit before she go sell it, and it's presentable to the neighborhood. So we did that for a hot minute, and then we thought we were getting another business when my mom used to come home with trash bags full of denim material. Now that I think about it, we were sewing Levi's and Guess jeans back then, before we even got to play. And back then in '87, they were paying my mom and dad 10 cents for a pair of jeans, man. We were sewing Guess and Levi jeans for 10 cents a jean. Yeah, I remember one time my mom made a mistake and sewed the pockets wrong on like 500 pair of jeans. I don't miss those days. We had to take the stitches out of the jeans and redo everything. My mom used to give us chopsticks so we could push the pockets of the jeans in to so they don't stick out when she sews them. Man, think about it, 500 to 1,000 jeans, we only got 10 cents for a pair. You know, we came a long way from making nothing, man. But we thought it was a lot back then. I remember at night I couldn't sleep because all I hear was my mom's sewing machine and it vibrates the wall. It's like zzz, zzz. We had the big ass machines, don't miss those days, but we did what we had to do. It was just trying to make a living. And one traumatic thing that happened for us in '87 was my two older sisters went to school. They were sick, and then the teacher saw some scars on their neck and didn't lift their shirt up, and they called CPS on my parents, and they came and took my sisters out of the house for like 3 days, you heard? And we had to get a Cambodian translator for us because they didn't really understand our culture. Back then when you get a fever or you get sick, you grab one of these Cambodian spoons, and some monkey medicine, and you scrape your back, yeah. In Cambodian we call it kakachol, and it's like the modern day coining, but back then we didn't have the gelchups, to kakachol. I mean to do that, so we just used a spoon. We didn't want to waste the quarters, man. But now people use the $half too. But we had these cool spoons, but I still eat with these till this day, man. This is part of us right here. Growing up, they cheap spoons, but this is what makes us. And we scraped the back, and my sisters got taken from our house from CPS because they thought that my parents was whipping them, But they don't understand the culture. They got to learn that we had to educate the folks that my parents weren't abusing us. This is just what they're doing to make us better. But we've just been misunderstood. My whole life we've been misunderstood, and I'm still trying to get people to understand who we are and what we're about. Yeah, I might look a certain way, but it's cool though. I mean, get to know me, learn who I am, man. But anyways, yeah, I just want to share that with y'all. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe. Badminton Happiness, man. I'm just talking about my journey from day one, how my family made it to America, and here we are now. Living the best life and still going. Be blessed, y'all. Peace out.